Hi, this is a video response to Kreugfire926. He asked a question, what's the most disturbing movie that you've ever seen? And I was trying to think of the most disturbing movie, and I'm going to kind of cheat because I can't really limit it down to just one movie. In fact, I have two directors or filmmakers that kind of fit the category of the most disturbing films I've ever seen. The first is Lars von Trier. He's a Danish filmmaker who has done some disturbing stuff. The first one, Dancer in the Dark with Björk. Good movie, but just really depressing and disturbing in the way it was done. And a good movie, actually, Dogville, with, what's her name? Nicole Kidman is the big actress in that, but there's quite a few stars in Dogville. That's maybe one of his more mainstream movies, but very different and very disturbing message. I won't say much about it because I don't want to give anything away, but it's an artsy type film, so it's not going to appeal to everybody because the style of it, but definitely for a story, very interesting story, and I can guarantee you'll be moved at the end. And then Lars von Trier, this doesn't really fit into a movie, but he also did a TV show, The Kingdom. I think it aired in Denmark. I'm watching it right now with my wife on television in Poland. It wouldn't be on television in America because it's a little too disturbing. But it's kind of a series, a mini series maybe, or I don't know. It's a TV series about this hospital, and well, there's lots of stuff going on in it, but just to give you an idea of this disturbing aspect of it, the main plot line kind of revolves around this woman who gave birth to a baby in the hospital, but the baby was born as an adult, an old man with this big head but the body of a baby, and then very quickly the baby keeps growing, or his body keeps growing out because he talks like a man and everything, and yes. And that is actually the most normal thing about the show. So if you ever come across The Kingdom by Lars von Trier, disturbing. The second thing, I don't want to take too long here, the other guy is David Lynch. And, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of David Lynch. The best thing that David Lynch does, I'll do the same thing with David Lynch. I have a TV series, and in 2 movies I'll mention about him. The TV series, of course, is Twin Peaks, which is not disturbing, but it's amazing. So if you haven't seen Twin Peaks, you have to check out Twin Peaks. That was a TV series in the early 90s. Just amazing. 29 episodes, I believe, especially the first season. There's 2 seasons of Twin Peaks, and the first season is just the most amazing thing, I think, that was ever put on television. And if you've ever seen any movie by David Lynch, you'll be shocked that a network, CBS, I believe, allowed him to even make a series on TV. So check out Twin Peaks. The 2 movies by David Lynch, and I couldn't decide which one is more disturbing, The Lost Highway and Blue Velvet. Dennis Hopper in Blue Velvet has some of the most disturbing scenes that I've ever seen. So these are not horror movies, but disturbing movies for me. I'm not going to say that I recommend watching Blue Velvet or Lost Highway. They're very interesting, but definitely don't watch it unless you're 18. I'll say that much. Or maybe 21. Or maybe 25. I'm not recommending it for everybody, but it's disturbing. So that's my most disturbing movie. Sorry, I couldn't just name one. I guess if you had to force me to pick one of those as the most disturbing, I would have to say The Lost Highway by David Lynch would be the most disturbing. But all of those are disturbing, and there you go. So this is for you, Eli, a video response to your question. I couldn't write in a comment because I wanted to say a little more about it. And have a good day.